Hey, it's Marty, the Meticulous Hack. Today I'm going to show you how to repair a bad caulking job in sections, because when you're rocking a caulking job and you lay down that long strip, it looks pretty good for the most part, but you can get to areas of it like a corner or an end piece and it gets warbled and wobbly, and then you try to put more caulk on it with your finger to try to make it better and it just makes it worse. But then you go, well, I can live with that. And then you look at it after it's dried and you go, I can't live with that. You know, is that just me? I mean, if you have any meticulous nature at all, especially if you're OCD, but even if you just like doing good work, caulking can be a daunting task. I mean, it can be painful. I'm going to work on this area right here. It looks like I did this on purpose to make a video out of it. It's so weird looking, but when it comes to caulking, I'm a highly untrained non-professional, and I don't have to try to make a mistake like this. The first thing to do is remove the bad caulk. Get a razor, be careful of course, and slice it out of there the best you can. A flat razor would work better than this box cutter because you could use it like a little shovel and scrape more of it off than what I'm doing here. This is the only thing I had. Now, clean it with rubbing alcohol, not water. Caulk will not stick to water. Rubbing alcohol is a good cleaner and it dries really fast. It's time to shape our repair with some painter's tape. I tape with a tiny bit of space over the top of the caulk line, and the same with the bottom on the tub side. It's really nice if you know what brand of caulk you use to begin with, and that way you can match it, but if you don't know what's on the wall already, then just buy some premium high quality bath and tub caulk. That is, if you're doing a bath and tub. Bath and tub caulk is made for a fluctuation of temperatures. It's also made for extreme wetness, and it's chemically treated to withstand mold and mildew. There's not much left in this tube. It's hard to get out, so I'm just putting it on my finger and smearing it in. This is the reason I'm using tape. I can put this in there as a sloppy mess and use my finger, or I found that a popsicle stick works well to shape caulk too. Get that tape off there really fast. You don't want the caulk drying and sticking to the tape when you pull it off. My repair starts right here, and as you can see, it tapers up a little bit at an angle, but you can always trim that with a razor. You know that. You've seen a lot of videos online where people trim their caulk with a razor. There are a few sections of this that I repaired, and you can't see them. Here's a baseboard in my bathroom that's separated due to the movement of the wall or the floor. And the caulking, which is now pretty old, it's stretched open. It looks like something you wouldn't even notice, but the problem was that there were ants getting in through it. This can happen between the floor and the tub as well. The fix was simple: tape it up, use a good quality caulk, push it in there, and call it a day. Okay, if you can just look past the ugly t-shirt, then I'll show you how to do this outside. Hey, my kid made this. Get off his back. This is an extreme example of caulking gone bad. You can see how the porch is separated from the baseboard on the wall. The baseboard really should come off, but my friend just wants me to caulk it. The top of this board is filled in with some really thick, hard epoxy. There's more problems than what it seems to get that board off. As you can see, there's a very big gap. Let me put this down here, and it's already been repaired once with this layer of goop, and then it's separated more. So it's pretty deep, and I'm going to use this garden stake here. It's like a tomato stake. I'm gonna stick that in there to fill in part of the space. I've got a couple of these garden stakes. I'm going to put some of this steel wool in there. Not the greatest thing to stick in there, but my friend wants that in there because it keeps away mice. And you gotta wipe all this off. You gotta do that with rubbing alcohol because it's self-drying, and it's also a solvent, so it's gonna clean better. This is what this is going to look like. But this is going to take a lot of caulk. There it is, and it's filled in pretty nicely. If you do use steel wool, be sure to wear some extra thick rubber gloves so it doesn't poke you. Before I tape this on the top and the bottom, I am going to vacuum this because the steel wool shed some fibers, and also the paper towels when I was cleaning it with rubbing alcohol. You don't want the caulk to be sticking to anything other than the cement. This is what I'm going to use. This is concrete, non-sag, and I've got the proper color that I want. This is limestone. Loctite products are pretty good. I'm going to cut the tip off real big, like that. So I've got a really, big, I've got that huge area to cover. And this is how I do my taping system. I overlap in sections. The sections are about 2.5 or 3 feet long. Let me show you where I started here from the corner. I turn the tape inside on itself to make a little tab that I can grab. So I'm going to pull it like this. See how I've got a layer of tape underneath this? So this is how I'm going to release this section. And I'm going to do the bottom just like this. So the section will be about the length that it'll take for one tube of this stuff. So I've already kind of figured that out. That's the best way to do it. I am turning it over on itself like that to make a pull tab. This next section goes underneath the last one like that. And so now when I pull this off, I pull it off that way, and then I can start working on this section. And this pulls off, so they're both pulling off in one section at a time. Now I'm leaving a little gap between the old caulk and the cement. I want the new caulk to touch the cement a little bit. So I've got about a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch of actual cement that the new caulk is going to touch. Okay, this is ready now, and you can see here's one of my tabs. Here's the tab below it, and there's just a little bit of concrete showing, and there's just a little tiny bit of wood showing. So that's set. I thought I had the camera turned on for that first section, but I'm going to show you now here at the second section what I'm doing. Just shooting it in there, trying to get a little behind the steel wool. If you're going to use steel wool, and I don't suggest doing that, it'd be better to glue it in or put a little caulk in there on it and stick it in there and wait a half an hour. Because of the tape, this doesn't have to be exact. I'm using this piece of cardboard to smooth it over. Okay, here it is, and there are some imperfections. There's this little spot here. It's gotten to where, well, see, let me try to smooth that out. It's not bad, but when it gets to a certain point of dryness, you're gonna mess it up even more. See, I've messed up the corner here, and instead of trying to fix that right now, I'm going to wait till it dries, do it tomorrow, and then just add some caulk. This outdoor non-sag caulk for concrete, very good product. Here's something I did with it on the same porch 2 years ago. And this side of the porch is more exposed to elements. And as you can see, no sagging, no cracking, no separation. It's just a solid performer. It's like 10 bucks a tube, but if you have a job that calls for it, it's gonna last you years. And it's a lot more forgiving than indoor caulk too. There's a lot more time before you have to pull the tape off. You can smooth it and sculpt it. Takes no special skills, as you saw, as long as you put the tape on right and you clean the area properly to where it's gonna stick. You know, I just slopped it in there and then I smoothed it out. And you know, you don't have to be Best Dad USA to do it like me. I think this is from me 08 or 06 or something. It was such an honor to be on that pedestal with the national anthem playing and everything. Hey, check out my other stuff. I got some good stuff. Consider subscribing. Thanks a lot.